morning students. I have come back again. In our previous class, we have been discussing regarding direct variation and the situation where we use direct variation, and we have come to know how to solve any problem related to direct variation. Okay, today we are going to learn about another variation, that is inverse variation. Though I have given little bit idea in my previous class how to solve inverse variation and where the place where inverse variation is linked. Clear? What do you mean by inverse variation? First of all, we have to write down inverse variation or inverse proportion. Both are same. Inverse variation. Inverse proportion. Inverse proportion. Definition. How will define definition? How to define the inverse variation? Say two quantities x and y. We'll say x and y will vary inversely to each other when the product of x and y in every situation will remain same. How it will be? Say, what I will say, suppose speed and distance, speed and time. Suppose from here to Siliguri, okay, by using scooter, I'm taking 30 minutes to reach Siliguri. Now instead of scooter, if we use helicopter, okay, helicopter, so then obviously it will take little less time. Why? Because when the speed is more, time requirement of time is less. When speed is less, if I go on foot, it will take long time to reach because my walking speed is not as much as scooter speed, bicycle. So whenever speed is more, time will be less in a given situation. It will take less time. Okay. Similarly, worker and time also vary inversely to each other. Like you say, suppose 10 worker can complete a task in 5 days. Okay, 10 worker, 5 days. Now I have increased the worker number. Instead of 10, I have increased it is as 20 worker. Will they take 5 days still now? No. So when worker number have increased, the required time will be less. So that product of worker and time will remain same every time. Okay. Now I will define two quantities. Two quantities x and y vary inversely to each other if the, I'm writing in capital, product, because this is the main word we have to remember, product of two quantities remains the product of two quantities remains the same. Okay, that means x into y should be equals to next situation x1 into y1. This will be equals to next situation x1 x2 y2 this way. In first situation, whatever the product of x and y will be same as second situation x and y, will be same as third situation x and y. Okay, in that way it will proceed. That means what we did earlier in case of direct variation. In case of direct variation, what we did, we we got the ratio. We always find out the ratio of x and y and we see whether it is same or not. Okay, but here in case of inverse variation, we need to find out the product of x and y. First of all, we have to know whether the situation is varying directly or inversely. I told you, inverse variation will be then only when one side is increased and other sides has to be decreased proportionately. That type of situation is called inverse variation. And to get the result, what we do, always we find out the product of first two quantity, product of second two quantity, product of third two quantity. In every case, it will be remain same. Okay. So then I can solve it from the textbook question sum. Now, with the help of some textbook question, I like to explain it again. Suppose here are the situations or some of the situations given. Question number 1. Part 1. What is this? The number of workers on a job. I told you, worker and time to complete the job. In where it will vary directly or inversely. Worker and time. Okay, it will vary inversely to each other. Speed and time also vary inversely to each other. Pressure and volume also vary inversely to each other. Suppose pressure and volume means you see in your gas cylinder or cooking cylinder. So it is what? Actually it is gas. Okay. When it kept under high pressure, okay, the gas converts into liquid. The volume is decreased. When pressure is more, volume will be less. Okay. So on that ground, we can how to find out. So here, the number of workers on a job and the time to complete the job. What will happen? What proportion will be using? Inverse variation. Here we follow inverse variation, proportion or variation. Okay. Number 2. Time taken for a journey, time and the distance traveled in uniform speed. Suppose distance travel in uniform speed and time. That means distance travel, you forget about it. You have to go through the meaning of this question. Time taken and distance travel, not distance. Travel in uniform speed, the time and speed. So if time will be more, you need less speed. Suppose walking speed and bicycle speed. If I like to go to Siliguri on walking, so it will take more time. So that means walking speed is less, required time will be more. If I like to go use bicycle, speed is more, time is less. If I use scooter, okay, speed is more, time is less. So time and speed will vary inversely to each other. Okay. So time and speed vary inversely to each other. Okay. Now question number third part. Area of cultivated land and the crop harvested. What is this situation? Suppose you have 1 acre land and you are cultivating some type of crops. You have got certain amount of crops. Now instead of 1 acre, if I give you 3 acre land, you will get less product. Will it be? No. If you are getting more area, then you will get more crops. If you are getting less area, you will be getting less crop. So area of the land and the crop production of crop will vary directly to each other. So if I am getting more area, we will be getting more crop, less area, less crop. So here land area and crop production will vary directly to each other, directly to each other. ठीक है, directly. In this case, the question is testing you where is the field where you have to follow direct variation, inverse variation. The time taking for a fixed journey, time, okay, and the speed of a vehicle, time and speed. What I said earlier, time and speed will vary inversely to each other. That means if I give you more time, you may need less speed. More time, less speed, less time, more speed. So that product of time and speed in first situation will be same as the product of time and speed in second situation, third situation, fourth situation, and so on. Okay? So time and speed again, time and speed vary inversely to each other. Now next, 5. The population of country and the area of land per second, per person. What is the meaning? So India or your country and its area is fixed. Now if the number of people increases day by day, so then per people, per head, the land allocated for this country will be gradually decreasing. So earlier the population was 33 when our country got independent. So that time the number of population was 33 crore. Now it is 140 crore. So per person, so the amount of land kept will be less. So as the number of people increases, per person the land will be decreased because area is fixed, area is not increasing. So country's area is fixed. If the number of people is more, per person will get less area. This is so number of people and the number of people and area per person and area per person will vary inversely to each other. Understood this question? These are the areas. First of all is given where we have to follow direct variation, where we have to follow inverse variation. Okay, note down this. Now I am coming to question number 2. You see, in a television game show, the prize money for 1 lakh is to be divided equally amongst the winner. Complete the following table and find whether the prize money given to an individual winner is directly or inversely proportional to the number of winner. You see, suppose prize money. Prize money is the first case, it is given 1 lakh and person is 1. Only one person will get 1 lakh. Now if the number of person increases, prize money is fixed. So if it is a 2 person, will they get 1 lakh till now? No. So if the number of person increasing, their share, prize money share per person will decreasing. So in this situation, what will happen? We have to follow inverse variation. Okay. So first of all, complete the table. You will complete the table. You just write down, and thereafter you have to solve one by one. So this is number of person, winner, and prize money. And prize money. Okay. The first one is 1 person, 2 person, 3%, 4%, so and so on. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, then it will be extending. Okay. So I am taking this much area also, so that I can write down. So it will be same way, remaining part will be 8%, 10%, 20%. 8, 10, 20. What I said in the first case, one example is given 1 lakh. Okay, 1 0 0 0 0 0. 1 lakh. If the winner is 1, then he or she will get 1 lakh. If the winner is 2, the prize money gets reduced 50. So in first condition, 50,000. Have you understood? After that, this is blank. You have to put it with proper number. Why they have given these two? Because from these two given data, you have to make out whether the numbers are varying directly or inversely. In first case, if it is given only the first case, I cannot make out. I have to take the second case also. The first case, 1%, 1 lakh. 2%, person increased, then prize money decreased. Okay? So 2%, then there will be 50,000. So in these 4 boxes, I have come to know कि here the situation varying inversely to each other. Or if I give you at the beginning कि here the winner and prize money varying inversely, then second number is not required. From here only fill in the blanks may be started. Okay. And where it is given कि you have to first decide. You have to decide whether these two boxes, winner number and money, varying directly or inversely. After that, you start your solving. Then you need only 2 boxes. Okay. So 1%, 1 lakh, 2%, 50,000. Prize money decreased because number of person increased. So if it is a 3%, then proportionately it will decrease. If it is a 4%, then proportionately it will decrease. 5%. In this way, 20% example is given. So now solve it. So in first case, so you can write down after going through this detail. After studying, I have come to know you have to write down this one. From these 2 boxes, I have come to know that winner number and prize money varying from the table. We have come to know that winner numbers and prize money vary inversely to each other. Inversely to each other. This is the most target area. We have to decide the situation, whether it is varying directly or inversely. If it is very directly, then you have to find out the ratio, as I told. And if you have to follow the inverse variation, you have to find out the product. So we have understood they are varying inversely. So the first blank part. Okay. Prize money is missing. P. Okay. Prize money will consider at P everywhere. So therefore, first one will be what? This 4. Always you have to take the 4 box. Okay. So 2 into 50,000. In case of inverse variation, we don't find the ratio. 2 by 50 2 into 50. 3 into this. 4 into this. 5 into this. The first 2 product of the first 2 quantity will be same as the product of the second 2 quantity, third 2 quantity, fourth 2 quantity. So 2 into 50,000 will be equal to 3 into P. P is missing, or P find out. P equals to it will be 2 into this will be what? 2 into this will be 1 lakh. So it will come as fraction 1 lakh by 3. So I cannot divide 1 lakh by 3. So answer will be 1 lakh by 3 fraction. So now second, this 4 after getting this. So second number, 3 into 1 lakh by 3 will be equals to 4 into P, or P will be, this 3 get cancelled, P will be 1 lakh divided by 4, cut 25,000. So here it will be 25,000. Put in the box. Got the idea? When fraction have written, this two part get cancelled. That means 1 lakh is left. P equals to divided by 4. I am getting 25,000. Clear? Third one will be, you will take this 4 box. 4 into 25,000 equals to 5 into P, or P equals to 4 into 25,000 by 5. Cut 5,000. So it will, P will be equals to 20,000. So here the answer will be 20,000. So that, why? Because if you multiply, it will come 1 lakh. First situation. 1 into 1 lakh, 1 lakh. 2 into 50,000, 1 lakh. 3 into this, 1 lakh. 4 into 25,000, 1 lakh. 5 into 20,000, 1 lakh. So product of the two quantities will remain same everywhere if it varies inversely to each other. Understood my point? So you will complete the remaining part same way. I am not going to solve it. So this is your task. Now I am coming to question number 3. You see the question. Rahman is making a wheel using spokes. He wants to fix equal spoke in such a way that the angles between any two pair of consecutive spokes are equal. Help him to complete the following table. So you already have some idea about what? About the circle. The wheel is in the form of circle. What is the total angle of a circle? 360 degree. So if you use two spoke, so then total 360 will divide it into what? Into two part, 180, 180. So now if we increase the spoke number, total angle will not change. So per spoke in between the two consecutive spoke, what will be the angle? That means what? Suppose this is, I am just showing you first. This is the wheel. So if I use two spoke, one spoke, it will divide it into this. Each part will get 180. Now if I use two spoke, so here we will have 180, here we will have 180. Now if I use three spoke, so each angle will be, interior angle will be equal and total angle will also remain 360. The total angle will not change, only in between the two spoke the degree will change. Understood? Proportionally. It will decrease proportional number. Earlier number of, when the number is two spoke, it is having 180. Now three spoke, it will get reduced 120. Four spoke, again it will get 90 degree each. So number of spokes increasing and angle between the two spoke decreasing. This is the situation where we have to use inverse variation. Okay. Now I am completing the task given by this textbook. You see here. Now this box is here. Okay. So number of spoke and angle between two. So first 4 spoke, 6 spoke, 8 spoke, then 10, and another one is required 12. Okay, spoke and angle. In short, I am writing. So when there are 4 spoke, so they have given the angle is 90 degree. Okay, when 6 spokes, they have given 60 degree. So then what will happen? 8 spoke, 10 spoke, and 12 spokes. You see one thing. You have one circle equals to 360. You see, if you multiply 4 into 90, this is coming 360. 6 into 60, it will come 360. Okay, total angle is not changing. Only between the 2 spoke, the each angle, measure of each angle is decreasing. Number of spoke increasing, each angle between the 2 spoke decreasing. So you have to find out angle. So this will be the x, or whatever you will alphabet, or angle can be written as a also. Okay, so here side will write down inside. Here they vary inversely to each other. They means here the spoke and angle. Okay, so the first case, always you have to take 4 side 4. It is already completely given. I have understood from this information that this is varying inversely. Jab tak you are not able to understand whether inversely or directly, that's why I am telling you. You have 2 exercises only. First exercise is based on direct variation, second is based on inverse variation. But in the exam, how will you make out that this question is coming from the first exercise or second exercise? You have to read the statement properly. You have to ask question in these 2 quantity. If I increase one quantity, what will be the effect of other quantity? The other quantity has to be increased or has to be decreased proportionately. If that situation is coming, that first quantity is increasing, second quantity will also be increased, otherwise it will not remain the same. That situation is direct. And if one quantity after increasing we have to decrease other quantity, that situation is inverse variation. Have you understood? Now first one I am finding out this 4 I will take. So I told you in case of inverse variation, product remains same. I am not finding the ratio. So 6 into 60 will be equals to 8 into, mind this one is what will say, angle refers to A. Angle refers to A only. Or A equals to 6 into 60 by 8. Okay, cut it by 2, 3, cut it by 2, it will be 4, cut it by 4, it will be 15. So A equals to 15 is a 45 degree. So here we have to write down 45 degree. Clear? Now next one. So 8 into 45, these 2 will be multiplied, these 2 will also multiply. That equals to 10 into A. Suppose I have taken A as missing angle. So here A will be, this 10 will be below this, 8 into 45 by 10. 5 se kato, 9, 5, 2, cut 4. So A equals to 36 degree. So it will be 36 degree. Okay. Now third one. So take this one, 10 into 36 will be equals to this into A. Okay. Then A will be equals to 10 into 36 by 12. Cut 3 that equals to 30 degree. 30 degree. So this is the way to solve the question. Okay. So I have understood from the box that these 2 quantities are varying inversely to each other. After that I have followed the inverse variation from here. So inverse variation will be what? Product this into this. Always 4 box. This into this. I cannot start from here because this is missing. At least one area where both the quantity is given, I can start. I can correlate with first one and third, first one and fourth, first one and fifth. I can do this at all also. But better is that which number is adjacent to this number we have to follow. This into this equals to this into this. Okay. The missing part you can take any alphabet. Since angle is written as A, starting with A, that's why I am taking it here A. But it is not necessary. You can take A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, anything. Okay. Then note down it. Now coming to question number 4. Question number 3, some parts also given at the back. You will try to finish it. Instead of that number of spoke, if they are using this, okay, how to find out? You will use your common sense. Okay. Now question is that question number 4. First of all, you have to go to this question. A box of sweets is dividing among 24 children and they will get 5 sweets each. Up to this much. So a box of chocolates, sweets. So how many sweets are there? It is fixed number. So if there are 24 children in the classroom, I have divided the sweets and each are getting 5. First condition. So 24 children is there and each children is getting 5. Now I am telling you, if the number of children is more, will they get 5 sweets till then? No. Because my sweet is fixed. So if the number of children will be more, each child will get less. If the child is less, each child will get more. So the product of first two quantity will remain same because I have a fixed number of sweets, a packet. It contains fixed number of sweets. If I am dividing among less number of students, then each student will get more. If I am dividing among more number of students, each student will get less. Understood your point? So first of all, write down how many sweets will they get if the number of children reduced by 4. Let the number of sweets, they get be X. Okay. New number of children. Earlier it was how many? 24 minus 4. If 4 children reduced, so earlier it was 24, now it is 20 children. Now in box, make a box. No need to write down entire statement. Okay, children number and sweets. Number of child, number of students or children, number of students or children. Okay, write down students or children. And number of sweets. Each child gets. Number of sweets each child gets. Okay. So for in first case 24 children, each child is getting 5. Second is 20 number of children, each children is getting X. Okay. They vary. At the side you write down, they vary directly to each other. Okay. Then solve it. Therefore product 24 into 5 will be equals to 20 into x, or x equals to 24 into 5 by 20. Cut 4 the 6 the 6 sweets. So answer, each child will get 6 sweets. Each child will get 6 sweets. Written? So if the number of children is 20, then each child will get 6 sweets. Clear? Now coming to question number 5. What is this? A farmer has enough food to feed 20 animals in his cattle for 6 days. 20 animals. Food is fixed, one storeroom, and that will last for 6 days only. How long would the food last if there were 10 more animals in this cattle? There were 10 more animals in this cattle. Earlier the cattle number was 20. Now suddenly the cattle number is increased to 30. Will it last for still 6 days? When the food amount of food is fixed, 20 animals, 6 days, they can eat. Now I am telling second phase. If I increase the 10 more animal, so now that means the animal number will be now 30. So if 30 animals are there, will it last for 6 days? No, it will reduce. So because food is fixed, if suddenly some other animals is coming, so food will be divided equally from the store. Okay. So in these situations, it means they vary inversely. Let the number of days will be, let the number of days be x. New number of animals now, number of animals now. Earlier it was 20, now 10 more, that equals to 30. Now box, make a box. Animal number numbers and days. Okay, they vary. Everything is important. What am I doing? They vary inversely to each other. They vary inversely to each other. Okay. In first case, animal number was 20 and the number of days was 6. 20 animal for 6 days. Now next time animal number increase 30 and it will be x. So therefore, we will follow the inverse variation. 20 into 6 will be equals to 30 into x, or x equals to 20 into 6 by 30. Okay, 0 0 cancel. This 2s are 4 days. So this will last for 4 days. Have you understood? What about the food stored in this room? So if we allow it to feed for 30 animals, it will last for 4 days, not 6 days. Clear? Have you understood? Now today up to this much. Next day I will continue the remaining part. I will finish the chapter. Okay? Till then, bye bye.